today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. And the Los Angeles Chargers. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
From midfield, here's Brady. It's caught by Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. And he's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his target.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The veteran Tyrod Taylor gets set to lead this Chargers offense as they take the field.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
34-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get this to Eckler. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 35-yard line.
Taylor a handoff, it's Eckler.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Chargers nothing.
On 2nd down, Eckler fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
8-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Taylor. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Vita Vea with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Buccaneers 7, Chargers 3.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Ogunbowale on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 At their own 20.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
First and
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Brady again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady to throw again. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
5-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks, we'll see. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this game? And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting after it.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brady.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
3-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Taylor. Allen has it, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Taylor. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Going back to Allen, he's got him again. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
By Jason Pierre-Paul.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. 4th down, here's Taylor, and it's complete. Henry, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throw there by Brady, intended for Grownski, but incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Brady. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor will find Williams on the slant.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we come to the end of the third quarter of action. The Bucs off offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kaiser White. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
Touchdown, Charger.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost him. We could have a great finish.
And he'll bang that one through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. On the return, Ogunbowale. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. To throw again. Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 57 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Taylor. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Sets up a third down and 18.
Operating from the gun, Taylor, and that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
34. Chargers 17.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now Taylor on first down. Allen's got it over the middle.
Taylor's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
That's good. We're on.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
That's good.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Lining up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Today's final.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.